Malcolm X, who died from murder, he was never one speaking his own words or his own knowledge. This is important for you to know, Aaron. He was officially titled the national spokesman of the Nation of Islam, which is to say, his words were not his own. His ideas were not his own. His words and ideas were those that were supposed to represent the Nation of Islam, the ideas and the teachings, spiritual and otherwise, which were given to him by the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, who learned what he learned from Farad Muhammad or whomever, however their theology goes. But the point is this: your job was as the spokesman, meaning you speak on behalf of the NOI, on behalf of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, which is to say that you are supposed to follow what they tell you. You're not supposed to represent your opinion. And furthermore, your goal is to forward the organization. So the moment at which you start saying things that you were told not to say, you violate it. The moment at which you start to say things that are detrimental to the organization, you have violated. And as a result, he was relieved of his duties. They put a gag order on him. And because he was so arrogant and so selfish and self-obsessed with his own fame and his recognition, and he wanted the attention, today what you would call clout, and he couldn't handle being silenced, that is when he began to betray the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. And it is clear as day, if you know the history, that is the moment he decided to betray his teacher and his spiritual father. Number one. Number two, yes, the Black Americans are a minority, approximately 12% at that time of the U.S. population. The Nation of Islam was a minority within a minority, which is to say a very small group and an emerging organization, which was emerging during a time of serious anti-Black racism and formalized de jure segregation. So undoubtedly, they had to be careful. Malcolm X, because he was so damn selfish, put the whole movement in peril because of his own attention-seeking behaviors. You, little buddy, are consumed with Malcolm X as a celebrity, not realizing that all the ideas he shared with you came from the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Even those great speeches with those phenomenal metaphors and analogy came from what he was taught. And I tell you what, little buddy, had he not learned from the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, where would he be? Probably in a jail cell or a casket, for he was a dope fiend and a criminal before he was awakened to his true self. Show some damn respect. That's the problem with you dumb young punks, is you don't know a thing because your daddy ain't teach you nothing. Your daddy didn't give you knowledge, and he didn't give you the knowledge of how to gain knowledge. So you stand there in ignorance, repeating foolishness, brainwashed by the television. You should wonder why you know the name Malcolm X, but you don't know the name Elijah Muhammad. Why? They don't want you to know the true teacher. They don't want you to know the true teachings. They want you to know the Son, but not the Father. The Father is greater than the Son. The teacher is greater than the student. They wanted you in darkness, and you are still there, you fool.